We got some Fallout news last week that points us to the possibility of there being multiple Fallout projects in the works. Is our Fallout New Vegas dreams coming true? And why am I starting to feel jealous as an Elder Scrolls fan? Let's dig into it. Hello crows and non-crows alike, my name is Joe Mac, otherwise known as Support Crow, and today we finally got some more Fallout news to talk about. And not just Fallout 5, oh no, we're talking about Fallout 5, we're talking about the Fallout 3 Remaster, but also Fallout New Vegas 2, kinda. We're going to talk about where this is coming from. I'm going to share what I think about this, and then we'll talk about it down in the comments. I read an article from Video Gamer that claims that Bethesda is allegedly working on multiple Fallout projects. The link to the article is down in the description. During the Friends Per Second podcast, a reporter from the Video Games Chronicle, Jordan Midler, who claimed that Fallout was, quote, the big one, and that there are multiple Fallout projects in development, and then jokes at the end with, quote, New Vegas 2 coming soon. Well, everyone and their brother's girlfriend's cousin have voiced their opinions on this, so here's mine also. To start with, I'm intrigued by why Midler says Fallout is the big one. Don't get me wrong, Fallout is a great franchise, it has fans upon fans upon fans, and I also love Fallout. That said, the Elder Scrolls 6 is the next main title release on the list. This was confirmed by Bethesda and Todd Howard. We're going to see the Elder Scrolls before Fallout 5. Given that it's been 14 going on 15 years since Skyrim, I would hope that the big anything would be the Elder Scrolls. Fans of the franchise have waited a very long time for this.
It's been 84 years.
I'll touch more on this later, but for right now, let's talk about these multiple projects could be. First up, something we all know, Fallout 5. We know that Fallout 5 is at least in some kind of concept stage. We found this out when the directors of the Fallout TV show kinda boasted about being told what story elements to avoid, so the show doesn't clash with the upcoming game. That article did not confirm Fallout 5 was being worked on, but in order to avoid certain story elements, then that means that there are story elements that have been determined for Fallout 5. And just in general, Bethesda Game Studios is always working on their main title IPs. I'm willing to bet bottle caps that BGS is already concepting what Starfield 2 is going to be about. So that's project number 1. How about project number 2? Project number 2 is the Fallout 3 Remaster or Remake. Bethesda has tried to keep this under wraps, but let's be honest here. This secret is about as well kept as a month-old salmon in a broken refrigerator. Originally leaked by the Federal Trade Commission, the Fallout 3 Remaster has been Bethesda Game Studios was kept secret, with suspicions being confirmed when dev studio Virtuous released the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, and are now believed to be working on giving Fallout 3 the same treatment. So we got Fallout 5 and Fallout 3 Remastered. I know it was kinda a joke, but let's talk about the possibility of Fallout New Vegas. Is it possible? Yeah, sure. It's totally possible. Do I think it's likely? Not so much. As I mentioned before, in the Bethesda Zone video, anything to do with New Vegas would have to involve Obsidian Entertainment, who developed Fallout New Vegas. One of those developers is industry veteran Chris Avellone, who in a Twitter post claims to know Obsidian's upcoming titles and franchises, stating that, quote, I could be wrong, but from what I've heard, if it's happening, it ain't Obsidian. I suppose Bethesda Game Studios could have Virtuous remaster Fallout New Vegas without the insight and consultation from Obsidian, but that'd be a really shitty thing to do. You know, in my opinion, I don't know. Maybe that's a normal thing and nobody cares about that, but I feel like it'd be kind of disrespectful. Another way they could go about it is to actually develop a sequel. If Virtuous is working on remastering Fallout 3, which we all know they are, then it would not be a major leap of logic to believe that they would know enough about these types of games to develop one themselves. Thus, Fallout New Vegas 2. It'd be a new title with new developers, and with a new direction, new stories, familiar setting, and all that fun jazz. Is that something you would want? would you want a Fallout New Vegas sequel if it's not developed by Obsidian or Bethesda Game Studios? I would probably be intrigued enough to try it myself, but let me know how you would feel about it. And when it comes to the idea of Fallout New Vegas 2, I have another theory. Now, this is pure theory. Absolute tin hat gut feeling, I got a hunch because I had a weird vibe one day. Kinda theory. I have no evidence for this. That said, what if Fallout 5 is Fallout New Vegas 2? Like, it's still Fallout 5, but the game is set in and after the events of New Vegas. Why do I think that? Why is that an idea? Well, it's because of the TV show at the end of Amazon's Fallout. It's very clear that we're going to go to New Vegas. On top of that, Bethesda Game Studios told Amazon to avoid certain story elements in that show. What if Amazon has to be careful about what they do in New Vegas? Because we're going back there in Fallout 5. Regardless about where we're going for Fallout 5, it's just nice for Fallout fans to be getting some kind of news about the franchise. I mean, granted it's not from Bethesda, but it's still something. And you have Fallout Season 2 coming out, there's a remaster on the way, and Fallout 5 hopefully not too long after that. I gotta admit, as an Elder Scrolls fan, I'm feeling kinda jealous. Again, I love Fallout, and I'm glad Fallout fans are getting some cool stuff in the future. But I gotta vent here. Is the Elder Scrolls 6 not the next thing on the list? Should we not be hearing more about that? Should there not be some kind of coordination of marketing or something? Why isn't there an Elder Scrolls TV show? Todd Howard in some interview a while ago said that there were no plans to have an Elder Scrolls TV show of Amazon. But why the fuck not? Nobody had an aversion to money when y'all took those checks after Xbox acquired Bethesda. Why is Amazon doing an Elder Scrolls show a step too far? And great Adam help the Starfield fans. Those poor fuckers are in it for the long haul, and it hasn't even clicked for most of them yet. If you're a Starfield fan, listen to me. I am the ghost of Bethesda fans' future. You're going to be feeling this way for the next 10 years. Just get used to it. Crack open a Nuka-Cola and join the rest of us at the table. I think what I'm feeling is more of a reaction to Bethesda's larger issue. Watching how they handled the Oblivion Remaster and how they're handling Starfield, I'm kinda repulsed. Now, BGS's method of operation now is just having other systems do the work. I know that's kinda harsh to say, but walk with me for a minute on this. Before the Oblivion Remaster was revealed and released, who did you hear it from? You heard it from a content creator who was reporting on insider information. If you're playing Starfield now, then there's a pretty good chance that you're playing content that came out of the Creators Club and the modding community. And when designing Starfield itself, the majority of the focus was supporting repeating Radiant missions with planetary procedural generation. Bethesda has created a community that will market and advertise their game for them. They have fostered a modding community that will support their games for them also. And they have created a game where fans play through content that is structured around repeatant Radiant missions. Kinda like moving cattle around in the same circular pen. Video game support on autopilot. Is this what the Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 are going to be like? Julianos, I hope not. If this is the direction that Bethesda Game Studios is going to go down, is that a direction that content creators, insiders, modders, and fans want to follow? My answer is no. If your answer is the same as mine, then maybe it's time we start looking for the next Bethesda Game Studios, whomever that may be. And I'm not the only person that feels this way. There are plenty of other content creators that feel the same way. Horse Armor, a really nice guy, go check out his channel. He crashed out on Starfield not too long ago because of the complete lack of game support and community engagement. And I think that's kind of why we hear more about Fallout now rather than the Elder Scrolls, even though the Elder Scrolls is the next thing on the ramp to go. When you leave your marketing up for everyone else to take care of, then anything else can be your marketing. Anyway, I needed to get that out of my system. I'm not sure where all this is gonna go, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching. Be sure to stick around for a Mass Effect video coming out this Friday, where we discuss whether or not EA is planning to turn it into a live service multiplayer game. Until then, be safe, be well, be kind. Bye bye.